I'm gonna.
This suit literally lets me feel everything in Minecraft. Watch this. I can literally feel the heat of the lava below me. So yes, if I fall in, it'll really hurt. Right now, our goal is to make it to the top of this ultimate Minecraft pain course. The higher up we go, the more painful it gets, and the top room will probably be the most painful experience of my life. I wonder what's more painful, falling in this lava or 2020? If I slip up now, I'm actually going to feel real life pain. Okay, guys, I can literally feel the fire. Like, I can feel it on my body. Oh my god, it feels, ow, ow, I can feel it. I'm not even in the fire and I can feel it. Right, if I fall into this fire, I will feel it. But I won't fall in because I'm good at parkour. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I can literally feel the fire. Because I've just died, I've lost a life, which means my pain level has to double. Yes, I did it. Come on, one more. This must be the easiest way. Yes. Okay, this is the next bit. Oh my god, this is so hard. Oh, go. Please, please, please. Yes, we did it. We're smashing this. We're smashing this. Okay, good. Come on. Are you serious? What's down here? Get pranked. Screw you. I just want to get up. How am I? Ooh, a mysterious pressure plate. I wonder what it's going to be. Please don't kill me. Please. How is this? I don't know. Ow! Ow! I have the arrow hurt. Oh, I've lost another life. My suit is currently on 200% pain intensity. If I get hit by an arrow, it's going to seriously hurt. So I don't want to get hit. Now I think these pressure plates lead to arrows being shot off there and spawning those things. And I don't want to get hit. How do I do this? I get shot. I think the best way. We can just dig it. Whoever made this map did not think of this. See, I can just dig it. Okay. Oh, what is this? Screw you guys. You can't even shoot me because the fence in the way. What if I dig the fence? How do I get over this without triggering? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We're fine. Haven't even been hit. Hey, now I've got some apple.
Hi. Not my first live stream because it's my 50th live stream I've done. You idiot.
Watch live and local news on a variety of networks.
It works now. I'm so happy.
Try it free.
Gucci guilty. The toilets, cologne, and perfume. There is the chance that I will be bitten. Be prepared. If that happens, there's going to be a lot of blood. So brace yourselves. 1, 2, 3. Hands going in. Start the clock.
No fish other than the shark has driven fear into the heart of humanity like the piranha. Native to South America, there are over 50 described species, and they inhabit pretty much every freshwater system, moving in schools and silently stalking their next victim. I'm no stranger to these toothy fish, and in the summer of 2019, I became witness to their razor-sharp weaponry.
Okay, so getting ready to swim with Cayman, and we're also catching prawn on the process, and I tried to get a picture, and had one bite the tip of my finger off. That is a lot of blood. Those teeth are razor sharp. I tried to peel down the lip just a tiny bit, and went like that, and really took a good chunk out of the tip of my finger.
And just in case you're wondering, yes, it hurt. But are these fish truly aggressive? Clearly, if you catch one, put your finger close to its mouth and try to see its teeth. You will end up like me, but they have an appetite for human flesh. We're about to find out if I can be eaten alive by piranha. Today I'm in my home city of Columbus, Ohio, and I will be conducting this crazy experiment at Aquarium Adventure. Their impressive 12,000 square foot facility is home to thousands of fish, marine animals, and every size aquarium you can possibly imagine. I am here to visit the resident population of red-bellied piranha. The dinner table has been set, so let's get right down to business. I have to admit, it's pretty intimidating standing behind a tank filled with red piranha. Now, if you look at one of these fish as an individual, it doesn't seem that threatening. But when you see 6 of them swimming around like this, that's what you call a school. And when there's 6 fish, yeah, it definitely gets your heart racing. Now, the big question we want to answer tonight is whether or not piranha will eat human flesh. But before we do that, first let's take a look at some of the cool anatomical features of these fish. Now, when you look at the piranha's body, they've got a very dominant head. Those big bulbous eyes tell you that these fish have incredible eyesight. But the thing that's most noticeable is that big underbite. That lower jaw tells you that this fish packs a punch when it comes to its bite. The jaw structure is broken down into 4 different sections. What's so cool about these teeth is that they're interlocking. Razor sharp and triangular, and they lock together like pieces of a puzzle. Add that together with the shaking and the spinning, and oh buddy, you get attacked by a swarm of piranhas, you're going to be in a very bad situation. And similar to sharks, they will place their teeth throughout the entire course of their lives. But unlike sharks, these entire jaw segments replace themselves periodically, which means that an entire section of the jaw falls out of the fish, and then a new section grows right in. In the wild, piranha are considered predators. In many instances, they are opportunistic, which means that they will feast upon pretty much anything they come across. But it's primarily their sense of smell and their ability to hone in on hearing that makes them such an effective predator. You have to think about where these fish live. Throughout water systems in South America, they are oftentimes quite murky. So when the fish can't see its prey, it needs to hone in using smell and sound. Oftentimes, they will attack things that are splashing about. This may signal an animal that is wounded and struggling, which obviously makes for an easier victim. When it comes to attacking large prey items, yes, they have been known to attack things as large as livestock. Of course, humans have been bitten, but these 200 bites are reported every single year. When you look at the piranha, you think to yourself, okay, obviously that's infection, it's a predator. But this is not an apex predator. There are many other animals within the piranha's environment that will take the opportunity to feast on one of these fish. Caiman, otters, river dolphins, and even waterfowl like herons and egrets will definitely take the opportunity to eat one of these fish. That's why they move together as a group. When you have a school, you seem bigger and more intimidating, which means you're much less likely to be predated. All right, I know what you guys are thinking. Coyote, you've gone the long way around the fishbowl. Let's get into the experiment. We want to find out whether or not you're going to be bitten by one or all of these fish. There's 6 of them in there, so I'd say the odds are pretty good. So if you guys are ready, I'm Coyote Peterson. I think it's time to eat the alive by piranha. Now, I'm not going to shake my hands around there and cause a disturbance. I'm going to gently place them in slowly and see what happens. I'm going to keep my hands there for 60 seconds. There is the chance that I will be bitten. Be prepared. If that happens, there's going to be a lot of blood. So brace yourselves. Okay. All right, I'm stalling. Here we go. 1,
There we go.
2, 3. Hands going. Start the clock. 60 seconds. They're definitely moving much more with my hands in there than when my hands were not in there. They may be feeling skittish in the presence of my hand. My hand is pretty close there, actually being touched right now by the fish. Fins drifting up against me. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Look at that. Look at that. So far, nothing. I'm going to drift my hands closer in this direction. Okay.
Water?
My hand, my left hand, and my forearm are completely surrounded by the piranhas. I can feel the tails brushing up against me. Oh man, Fish's face is right close to my hand. Oh boy, they might take a bite. Oh, no, no, they smack the tails. Hands in the middle of the fish. So my right hand is completely away from the fish altogether, but my left hand is completely surrounded by the fish at this point. Look at that. Right in the school of piranha. No bite happening. Okay. Now that I've sort of gotten over the initial fear, the fact that the piranha are slapping the tails up against me, I'm beginning to feel like they're just going to ignore me at this point. So far, no bite. I feel like even if a bite came at this point, it would simply be a curiosity bite to say, what is this in our tank? Is it something that I can use? Don't feel as if they're going to swarm into one of those frenzies like you would see in the movie where they strip all the flesh. Oh, I was about to take a bite there. Just getting smacked by tails. No bites happening. Hands coming out.
Yes. And nice
Hands
of
shaking
you
a
to
little bit,
notice.
I will admit that. But absolutely
Go
no
away,
bites.
you
All flesh
weirdo.
still intact. So what we've seen in the Hollywood B movies of these fish devouring human flesh right down to the bone definitely did not happen within this scenario. Okay. Oh, there it is! What?
Totally got that.
Isn't that crazy looking? So gnarly. It did not bite me, but boy, did it make me jump.
Does it work feeling different when it does that?
Yeah, I feel body like tense up.
Good job.
No, I want that.
Gross.
Oh, it stinks.
Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, man, gross. In most areas around the world, when the ocean tides recede, they reveal a hidden coastline that is made up of shallow intertidal pools, many of which are filled with colorful plants and bizarre-looking marine creatures. However, when the tide pulls back from the inlets and estuaries around Harpswell, Maine, you are often left with an endless expanse of mudflats. These exposed layers are formed when mud is deposited by the tide, and while they may look like a barren wasteland, they usually support a large population of wildlife. Today, the Great Wilderness team will be joined in the field by Anthony, who is a professional licensed bloodworm digger. For nearly 40 years, he has been raking the mud flats of Maine, and on a good day, he can haul in around 1,000 worms. All right, guys, we have
I
multiple
keep
cameras going
forgetting
today, and
I'm
as you
on
can see,
doing a live
it
stream.
is still raining. Not too bad right now, but it's going to be a slightly gritty episode, which is perfect because today we are looking for bloodworms. It's going to be muddy, it's going to be grimy, and if we're lucky, we're going to find some of these worms that are then probably going to end up biting me. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Okay, well, we're going to leave the big cameras behind, and what we have here, check this out. This, is a bloodworm digging rake. And as I understand it, you kind of slam that into the dirt and mud, pull it back.
Well, yeah, pull it back, flip it over. They say it's all on the wrist.
All on the wrist.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're coming, right? You're not just going to stand underneath the edge of the car?
I mean, I could stay back here.
Yeah, no. I can see that you've got your water shoes on. We're all getting muddy today.
We're all getting in it.
All right, guys, ready?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Yep. Digging in mud flats is truly a dirty job. And believe it or not, bloodworming is a huge part of Maine's fishing economy, as these marine worms are sold as bait. So whether you are catching the prized bloodworm or the slightly bigger sandworm, A heavy haul can equate to a pretty nice paycheck. However, the good news for any and all worms we catch today is that they will be released back into the wild. Now it's just a matter of getting into the mud so we can start digging.
Well, you just let us know where you think the best spot is to start digging. See, no one knows. No one knows. This is tough. It's like you're walking on another planet. It's crazy looking out here. It's all kind of glassy looking. And this is every day for you, huh? Every day. How you doing, Mario? I'm a little intimidated. I feel like I'm really This is cool. I've never walked through anything like this before. Oh, I fell. Oh my gosh. I thought you used to this stuff being from the Everglades. We don't have this in the Everglades. Yeah, that is more shooting. There you go. A little better? All right, that's a little better. Yeah. I'm serious. No, I'm serious, but I go through this all the time. Okay, guys, check this out. Hey, Anthony, I see there's like a bit of a waterway going through here. What sort of area are we looking for to start digging? What? I mean, look at this. Is that one of these worm traps? No, that's oh, this. Yeah. It's a snail? It's a snail. It's a snail. Yeah. Okay, so not worm trails. Well, I think this little area here looks like a good place to maybe start. Sure. Why don't you show me exactly what the method is for digging? Ready? Yeah. Oh wow, it just peeled back. Okay. Well, there's a little worm. I got stuff. Oh, it's heavy. See how this goes? Wow, it just peels back. It's like paint. Oh. I thought I saw one. Oh, what's that? Is that a tapeworm? That's a tapeworm. That's a tapeworm. Oh my goodness. That's not what we're looking for. That's a tapeworm. That's a tapeworm. Don't get that in your stomach. All right, we're gonna toss him back there. Gross. This is like throwing 5-pound weights. Every lump of mud is about 5 pounds. That's 5 pounds right there. And Anthony is just throwing globs of mud effortlessly. Let me tell you who you don't want to get in an arm wrestling competition with. Anthony. He's got Popeye forearms. It's crazy. It's tough because you step and you sink. You try to move fast enough so that your feet don't sink. See, like that. You ready? Winded, man. That's tough. That's a lot tougher than you guys could possibly imagine. The mud is extremely heavy. And as it pulls your legs down into it, you're trying to balance with your feet. My toes actually hurt. I'm trying to keep myself webbed on top of the mud surface as you sink down. There's nowhere to rest. It's not like I could just lay down in this mud. Well, I could, but then the environment would swallow me alive. I'm sweating bullets right now. Okay, let's follow Anthony. We can't keep up with him. Come on, Conrad. Oh! Something big! Get it? Not a bloodworm. Is that a sandworm? Whoa, look at that! That's a beaster right there. But I don't know if it's a bloodworm. I don't see its head coming out. Ooh, I'm putting it in the bucket either way. You got a big one? We're on him. We found the sweet spot. It's the honey hole. That's what I'm... Yeah. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Wow! That's crazy. That's what I did get big worms like that. Woo! Yeah. Look at its proboscis coming out. Whoa! Yeah, alien, isn't it? You can see Anthony's excited. That means this is a good worm right here. Wow, look at that. Woo! All right, we are getting closer to the honey hole. Yeah. I'm gonna put this beast in the bucket. Show you what we found. Oh, that's a sandworm. That's a sandworm? That's a sandworm. Big bite, too. Wow. Okay. Well, at least we found the big one. Woo! Oh, it's worming. Ah, here comes Wayne. Oh, there's another one. Yes. Oh, man. Yes. Got one. See,
little money, but it finally paid off. I have slung probably 150 globs of mud, and I finally found my first keepable bloodworm. Let me put it into the bucket. Right. We got it. All right. We got bloodworms. We have a sandworm. At this point, I say we head back to a controlled situation and get these worms up close for the cameras. Woo! This is awesome. Oh man, I'm stuck in the mud. Nice. All right, guys, so we're back to base camp, and what I have here are two buckets. One that is filled with worms, and another that just has some salt water. What I'm going to have to do is dig through all this glossy mud that's filled with bloodworms, rinse them off, and then
Yes.
place them into this clear container so we can actually see them. See, look in there. Oh, there's a big. There's one of those big ones. Is this salt water right here? Yes, this is salt water. This is a marine species of worm, which means that they live in salt water. If I were to actually put these worms in fresh water, it would kill them. So we do need to be rather gentle with them. Oh, there's a big one right there. Oh, that's one of the big. Look at this. That's one of the big ones right there.
Oh, I need to get in.
Yeah, that could give you a good bite. Get in there, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna move this bucket off.
I don't have any. I don't see any.
And now we're going to get up close with these worms. Now we do have a pretty decent size ragworm here. Anthony also called these sandworms. You see that?
Really crazy looking.
Right, look at the ear.
Go collect wood.
And you can see, if you zoom in there, all these little legs on the side, those are called parapodia. And that actually helps these marine worms not only swim, but also burrow. And this also will get extremely long. But that's about its most shrunken up state right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this one back into the mud bucket. Crazy. Ooh, what do we have next? Man, the moment we've been waiting for, the bloodworm, which is exactly what we were going out after today. I wasn't even aware that we would find other marine worm species. And we got a whole container full of them. Now, I'm going to just dump the whole thing into my hand.
Okay.
Ready? Just so we can see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Oh. They really look a lot like earthworms.
Do they smell or anything?
They smell like mud. They absolutely smell like mud. And like most worms, they'll just kind of stay completely limp in your hand like that. And oh, I feel it moving.
They don't seem to move as fast as an earthworm.
No. All right, I'm going to just kind of single out the biggest ones. They may be wondering to yourselves, oh, that one put on his mouth. Oh, that is a rather big one. Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really good sized bloodworms, but I think the biggest are these two right here in the middle. So we're going to pare this down, trying to let them get comfortable and expand out. I also want to see if there's one that's going to perform for us with what we're all waiting to see, which is that weird alien-looking head.
Like one over here, I didn't realize.
I think that one just
This one right there. Yeah, that one also seems to be the largest in diameter. All right, we're going to put these back. Now, one thing that I must note up front, I'm not going to intentionally try to be bitten by this worm, but this is one of the only venomous worm species in the world. There, right there, you see that? You see the head come out? They have a proboscis that they shoot out of the front of their head, which has 4 fangs. Those fangs are made of copper, and they're like this, right? It's like a grappling hook.
Hold up. Like metal?
Like metal, like the element copper. And those
has metal teeth.
It has metal teeth.
Like a Bond villain.
Like a Bond villain. You got it. Yes. This is like one of the most bizarre creatures. I didn't even know these things existed until we got here to Maine and somebody said, you want to go looking for bloodworms? And sure enough, this is that creature. Now, this worm is a whose fangs
are made of copper, and they're like this, right? It's like a grappling.
Hold up. Like metal?
Like metal, like the element copper. And those
has metal teeth.
It has metal teeth.
Like a Bond villain.
Like a Bond villain. You got it. Yes. This is like one of the most bizarre creatures. I didn't even know these things existed until we got here to Maine, and somebody said, "You want to go looking for bloodworms?" And sure enough, this is that creature. Now, this worm is a predator, and when they're out hunting, they'll kind of slink through the mud, and they're searching for crustaceans or small invertebrates, and they shoot this grappling hook type head out of their proboscis. 4 fangs dig in, and then with those fangs, they inject venom. That venom paralyzes and sometimes even stops the heart of its victim, and then they sit there and slurp up the innards like a slushie. Now, okay, this is really cool. You see how it's completely slinked out like this? Notice that coloration. You see how purple it is?
Yeah.
It's all peach color here and purple here. That's why they're called bloodworms, because their insides are actually dark red, and the skin is semi-translucent, and you can see that coloration right through there.
Wow, that's cool. You can see like little bubbles running through the body.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Look down the side of his body there. You see how it looks like those spikes coming off?
It's like hairs.
Yeah, those are herapodia. They're like little feet that help this creature to burrow and also to keep its balance if it's in deep water. All right, we got to get that proboscis to come out. Let me see here. I'm going to kind of just lay the worm out in my hand here like this. And you see, look, it's kind of curling around, probably protecting itself. Can you see that little nodule up front there?
What is that?
That's a sensory organ. It's a little tentacle, and that's how this creature explores its environment. It can sense chemicals in the water with that little front appendage. Look at up here, you see all that purplish coloration?
Oh, yeah.
It has a lateral line that runs down the length of its body. You see that real distinct purple line? And so you can easily identify this as a bloodworm. Ah!
Oh!
Oh, it went for my thumb. Did you see that?
Totally got that.
It did not bite me, but boy, did it make me jump.
Wow, it shoots out really fast.
Whoa, there it is! What? Isn't that crazy looking?
So gnarly.
I think this one's fangs are just too small. Like, it's coming all the way out. I see them. I mean, the fangs are pretty tiny, so I don't think I'm going to get bitten by this thing. It's puking all over me. Gross.
Oh, it stinks.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, man, gross. Disgusting. Oh, my gosh, did you film all that?
I got all of it. Let me see. Why does it poop on you?
Oh, my gosh, even bloodworms poop on me. Look how long its body is when it's slinked out like that. And just like an earthworm, if this marine creature is cut in any area above pretty much this line right here, it can regrow parts of its body. Look at that. You can actually see the colors going through its body. Ooh. Should I bite you there?
I think it's thinking about it. Show me your proboscis.
Ow! Yay! Did it bite you? You got me! I got that. You got me. I felt it. It was a little pinch.
What did he say? Where did he get you?
Right there. Right in the crux of my finger. It was like a little pinprick. Ah!
Does it hurt?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. It kind of itches, actually. Yeah, did you see that? You think you got
Oh,
that?
I know I got it.
Oh, man. You just kind of whipped around and nailed me. Well, okay, I was successfully bitten by the bloodworm. Definitely not as bad as a bee sting. Although, you know, if it was significantly bigger, it may have hurt more, but it kind of itches a little bit.
Like a little mosquito bite?
Yeah, kind of like it startled me more than anything, but I could definitely feel it. My heart's racing. I didn't saw you guys jump back.
Touching the.
No. I mean, it really didn't hurt, but it was a prick. It definitely shot me backward. That was funny.
Hey, Coyote.
Yeah.
You alright?
I'm all right, man. Yeah. Well, it was definitely one very wet, very muddy afternoon, but we finally came across a whole bunch of bloodworms. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see on the next adventure. Ready to put it back out in the ocean?
Let's do it.
Sure you want to get bitten? I'm good. Okay. At the start of this episode, I honestly had no idea what to expect.
Bit of something because it's just ah. Mm. Why is it not playing? I'm hungry. Have any food? Is this edible? It is very edible. It's peeing on my floor. Ew. You can see what I'm doing. You're gonna die, bud. Anyway.
Lexi,
Yeah, she has some Alexa too.
not cool, Claire. I'm not even playing right now, Claire. Come on. Where you at?
Oh, it's over there. Oh, that was kind of sad. I'm very sad.
He's not answering.
You call somebody else and want you out of this house.
I got my dad.
You gonna tell them how you betrayed your family?
We'll find out sooner or later you're not really here. Can't we just talk? It was just a stupid mistake.
I'm done talking to you.
We have to go. Put on your shoes. Where's Dad? Now. did you do?
We have to go.
Bases loaded. The wind up. And the pitch. Boom! It's out of here. Boom! Home run number 1. Boom! Home run number
What's
2.
your form? How it comes from your whole body. They teach you to swing like that. Bend your knees. Hands together. Turn those hips as you swing. Go. Again. Again. Lucy, go chop firewood. Again. Remember, stay close. Again, Dan. Lights go. It's your sister.
Anyway.
Lucy! The monster! This again? I heard it! Yeah? Why'd you take your bat and go kaboom it? You'll never believe me. Just don't tell Dad you heard anything. Why? Promise me. Why? Because I said so. Why? Stop! He's getting worse, okay? He stops sleeping. He's angry all the time. And honestly, I'm scared. Let's go. It's going to be dark soon. Come here. If I leave, will you come with me? What about the monster? Just don't say anything. He's watching out for us. Come on. Let's go before the monster gets us.
Dear Lord, thank you for this food. May it nourish us and give us the strength to protect our family against the evil that seeks to destroy us. Amen.
Amen. Dad. Dad.
What?
I I heard it.
Heard what?
She's lying.
What'd you hear, honey?
The monster.
Are you sure?
All right, in the bathroom. We gotta go right now. Did you hear me? I said no. Let's go.
No.
See, we don't have time for this.
Why? Because some monsters hunting our family trying to rip us apart. The monster that's always getting closer, but we never see. I do remember seeing it. You remember what Dad tells you
That's
to.
enough. You hear me?
We're not hiding because some monster's after us. We're hiding because the police are after you, Dad. Mom made a mistake and you couldn't forgive her. That's why you were fighting that night. That's why we're
I don't know
running.
what you're talking about. We don't have a choice. We have to run. There's fights you can win. That monster can win.
There's no monster! You broke my family. You killed Mom.
American Freight, formerly Sears Outlet, now has even more
One.
for your home for less, which means things like kitchen appliances, washers and dryers, dining room sets, sofas, switches, floor and table lamps, bedroom furniture, and mattresses too. Now you can furnish your entire home with the new American Freight. Get even
They found us.
No, I don't want to enter. Run. He didn't want to kill him, or he wants to go ahead. I'm not sure. I'm on board. See you guys later. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.
It's real. We have to run. Dad said run.